and record. Oh. All right, welcome to Chord Thursday. It's great to see everyone. And record. Here we go. It's what, the third Thursday of every month. We meet at 3 o'clock. And
I made it, Anne.
Ah, you did. Good. Wonderful.
Odd problem. I didn't expect it. I'm sorry for the disturbance.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. All right. So if everyone's muted, what I'm going to do now is have us go through a little warm up. And the warm up, it's really all the chords in the C major scale. So we'll do a C first, and then the D minor. So these are called diatonic chords because they use the notes. The notes in the C major scale. That's why they're called diatonic, chords. So C, D minor, and then E minor, F, G, A minor, and then B diminished. So B diminished, I do a shortcut, which is I just use these three notes, these three strings. So skip. So it's like a G, but I skipped the G. So that's a B diminished. Okay. So these are the three. Pardon?
Sorry, can you tell us the I don't know, 0, what, 1, 2, what are the numbers that go with those?
Okay. This is where I'm gonna show
To
you.
be diminished.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me. Okay, I'll answer the chat later. Can't quite do both at the same time. All right, let me share. Oh boy, where did it go? Share screen. This is a bit. All right, share. Ta-da! Can you all see?
Thank you.
Okay, so what I have here is the C major scale. Sorry, the C major scale. All the chords, the 3-note chords. So these are the triads, 3 notes. C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor. And then the B diminished, which is X, 2, 1, 2. Is everyone familiar with the naming of it? 0, 0, 0, 3, 2, 2, 1, 0, the fret numbers, yeah? So whether it's C major, D major, any major scale, if you stack the chords this way, the first, the fourth, and the fifth will always be major chords. The second, the third, and the sixth will always be minor chords. All right, so let's memorize this first. Let's just focus on these 6 chords because my book, my 7th book in the Pick and Pluck series, is all about common chord progressions. How do you mix up all these different chords, and make a series of chords which we use all the time for different kinds of songs? So can we memorize this? We know the C chord. Let's just play it. And we know the D minor chord, the E minor, the F, the G, and the A minor. Okay, so I'm going to stop share so you can just focus on me. All right, stop sharing. Focus on me. All right, great. Good. Okay, so let's go. We'll do 4 of each, and then we'll swap. Okay, so we'll go in order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor. Okay, let's do it again. This time we're just gonna do a straight finger, a down pluck. All right, straight thumb, and I have a high G ukulele, so C would be. Oops. Make sure you can hear it really well, and then we'll do 4 strums. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. C. D minor. E minor. F. G. A minor, and then C. All right, so this is a chord progression. It's not a chord progression. This is just the order of chords in the C major scale. Okay, so let's do like the happy birthday one. So what I'm going to do is, instead of doing the G, I'm just going to cheat and do a G7. Okay, let's listen to, if we just do 1, 5, 1, C, G, and C versus C, G7, C. Okay, so let's just listen again. C, G, C. This is very pure when we use the G chord. But the moment we add a 7, let's try G7 after the C. Ready? C. You hear that's different? Yeah? It's got this. Do you hear the tension in the high G and the F chord? They're right next to each other. So this tension makes you really want to go home. Like you're, like, I really want to get to the 1 to get rid of it. Okay. So I use the G7 because it's just easier to go from the F to the G7 and then to the C, rather than to go from the F to the G and then to the C. So let's just try that. So C, F, G7, and then C. See how easy it is? We'll do 4 counts each. Ready? 4 on the C, F, G7, and I slide to the C. It's just so easy. Now, if you try F and then G and C, it's more pure, but it's harder. Let's try that. C, 4 on the F, and go to the G. Do you hear that? Raise your hand if you feel the same way. It's harder to go from the F to the G. Right, so I cheat all the time and I use the G7. So in terms of memorizing, those of you that want to memorize chords, I think of happy birthday as it's like the 1, 5, 1. So C, G7, C. It starts with that, and it ends with C, G7, C as the parentheses. And in the middle, I need to go to the F. So let's see if we could do that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So that's the first, the first parentheses. The 1, the C, G7, C. In the middle, happy birthday, dear. Somebody's name, I go to the F. Da-dum. Happy. Now, the end parentheses. C, birthday to you. How's that to memorize the happy birthday chords, right? The beginning parentheses is longer on the G7, right? Happy birthday to you. Stay on the G7 for a while. Happy birthday to you, right? And in the middle, happy birthday, dear, somebody's name, F. Happy, and then go to the end parenthesis. Happy. On the birthday, we go back to the C. Birthday to you. It's a short one. All right. All right, so that's a 3-chord common progression, yeah? The C, F, G7, C. And you could do that for lots of songs like Charlie on the MTA. It's these chords. How does it go? Actually, maybe I'm wrong. I have to take a look at my list. So for all these chords, I have like a list of the songs that use, those chord progressions. So let me just see. Yeah. But oh yeah, here we go. Happy birthday. Let me do a share screen. So today's a little bit different because I want to spend a lot of time showing you different things in my book. Yeah, so here's a happy birthday. You see that? I use the 1, the 5, 7, 1. That's the parentheses, beginning parentheses and end parentheses. And then in the middle, I have the F chord. So that's what we just played here. Yeah. Who's on the low G ukulele today? All right. So on the low G ukulele, you could even finger pick the notes, And why did I put a C7 before the F? This is called a secondary dominant. The C7 in the F major scale performs like the G7 in the C major scale. Okay, so you can always put what's called a secondary dominant, the 5/7 in that just before it. And the Hawaiian Vamp is full of those. You would go, the C7 before the F, and what's before C7 then? It's the G7, right? So sound like, let's do a G7, C7, and F. All right, G7, C7, and F. I'm going to stop share. G7, C7, F, the beginning of a Hawaiian song, right? Right? G7, C7, F. So what can we add before the G7? Those of you that know circle of fifths, right? Bruce has got it. When you're playing the key of G, yeah, G is the final chord. What chord performs just like the way G7 was to C, right? It's the D, D7. Let's try that. Let's try D7, G7, C7, F. See if that works. Ready? D7, G7, C7, F. Oh, does that work? D7, G7, C7, F. Anyway, we're doing the circle of fifths. Let's just go from D7, G7, and end on the C. Ready? D7, G7, C. D7, C7, C. Tiny bubbles. Okay, so this is a Hawaiian Vamp. This is also in my book. I talk extensively about this really important progression because when you go to Hawaiian jam sessions, they just have the song sheet. Sometimes they don't even have it, and everybody knows how to introduce a song and what to do between the verses. And this is what they're doing. You just tell them. They just say, we're in the key of C. All right, so let's do an intro. So if we're in the key of C, that means the one before it is G7, and the one before that is D7. So we have to start on the D7, okay? So if we say, well, actually the key is F, we're going to sing Pearly Shells or something in the key of F.
And
so what do you do?
It depends on which jam you're at, but some jams, like with workshop, you all have the music and you all have the chords. These things, but you have the music with you.
Does it have the introduction?
Yep.
Okay, that's really good if it has the introduction. I've been to jams where there's no introduction, and it's almost given, sometimes. But that's a good thing. Thank you for pointing that out, Debbie. Great. All right, so that was the Hawaiian Vamp I just talked about, but I just want to show you something else because this is kind of fun. So sorry, I'm going to share this. Here we go. 12-bar blues, right? My presenter, show meeting, where am I? Ah, hide meeting. Okay. My presenter notes went away. I don't know where it went. Here it is. No. Okay. So the 12-bar blues also uses 3 chords. So let's try that. In the key of C, we're going to do C 4 times, and then the F twice, the C once, and then we could do a G7, F, and then 1. Let's see if that works. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. Go to the F. Oh, sorry, this is not right. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wait, let me do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Go to the F. F. 3, 4. Twice. Back to the C. Okay, so basically what we're doing is showing, oh, right, sorry. Yeah, this is what we just did, this exercise, okay? And then something called a turnaround, which is once you're done, you don't want to end with a C because that sounds so final. You want to go to the second verse, right? So what we do in 12-bar blues is we replace the last chord with the G7 chord. So remember what I said about the 7. The G7 just wants to go to the C. So it doesn't want to end right there. So it makes you want to go back here. All right. And you could also replace the, an F with an F7 because every time you have a 7th chord, there's a tension. You just want to get away from it. You just want to leave it. So, this is fun. I don't know if you can see this. This is the this is fun because I'm using the C, C6, C7, C6. This is a walk down. Let's just try this and then we'll stop. So let's try that. I just play the first 3 strings nearest to me. That's what I just played here. All right. And then here is what? Okay. Now these are what I wrote for low G. So they're different variations. So I'm just gonna stop sharing so you can see me. And let's try doing that. All I'm doing is I'm playing the C. And then I open up C6 and I go to the C7 and I come back to the C6 or A minor 7 and then the C. So I have the blues shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, you just want to be able to hear this. As the highest note. So it works wonderfully with other things. All right. Gosh, that was a really big, fast warm-up. I want to make sure we do have time for a breakout. So let's do a quick breakout where you introduce yourself to each other and what you've been working on. All right. So 2 to 3 participants. I'm just going to give you 5 minutes to introduce yourself to each other. And some of you might know each other already. Let's see. I'm going to move to 5. And let's see. Okay. Two. Okay, so that's so Jess and Leslie will be in room 1. There's 3 in room 2, but Jane, I don't know which one you are.
The one that's in color, like the other.
Oh, the one that's in color. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
because that's where I really am. The other one is just for reading the music because this one's
Oh,
too small.
okay.
So
Okay.
just ignore that one of me. Pretend it's not there.
Okay, good. All right. So there's one room with 3 people. So let me add one room so that I could be in a room. This is all right. So that means we have 2 people in each room, and great. And I'll call you back after. So remember to just check up on each other, what you're working on, and yeah, and where you are. Okay, and play what we just did for each other. 5 minutes in. Go ahead and go into your room, and I am going to join.
Are we doing the glasses? Are we going to do the
And I can't hear you.
When I come back into the main room, I'm muted automatically. All right, get ready for your sunglasses. Our group pose, make sure you have your sunglasses. And we do two kinds of poses, our normal one and our wild one. All right, so sunglass. Is everybody back in? Can't see with with my sunglasses. Okay, breakout room, everybody's here. All right, great. So let's put our sunglasses on and pose for the camera. I'll count to 3. Let's see, Bruce, you're gonna get your sunglasses, and Bonnie, you got your sunglasses. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we do our wild one. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone. So, how was it chatting in the breakout room? Short chat today. Any news?
Well, we had so much fun that we thought you'd feel neglected if we didn't push that come back to main screen.
Oh,
So,
good.
mhm.
Great. All right. Well, we've got a few new people. So why don't we do a quick round the Zoom room and just say who you are, where you are, and what you're currently working on and currently obsessed with or addicted to. How about that? Let's start with, let's see, I don't know. If I click on you to unmute, then can you unmute? Okay, let me first announce the winner of my new book, first copy of my next book, my new book that's coming out, Common Chord Progressions in the Pick, Pluck, Play series, and a 1-hour Zoom consultation, or it could be in person, is Chris. Chris Kunif, would you unmute yourself and just say something about yourself?
Hi, my name is Chris Kniff. I, as Ann said, won the book and the lesson at the second New England Ukulele Festival. So looking forward to that. Yeah, we're just trying to figure it out. New to the instrument. I play other strings, but a bit new to this one. So trying to get my feet wet and learn some chords and progressions and hopefully eventually fingerstyle just because it sounds great.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Chris. So what I'm going to do is ask each of you after you've spoken to just name another person. So I'm going to name for you Barb because Barb, both of you are connected. All right.
My name's Barbara, and I'm kind of new to the uke. I'm a guitar player at heart, so this is kind of making the transition from one to another. Is trying to teach my fingers, old dog, new tricks kind of thing. So it's taken a while, but I'm having fun doing it.
And you're in where in Massachusetts are you?
I'm actually like 5 minutes out of Providence, just over the Massachusetts line.
Oh, actually, this is not far from me at all because I work in Walpole.
Yeah, a little closer to the Boston side.
Yeah. And I noticed you got a music bedspread or duvet cover, or is that a sofa?
Yeah, it's just a throw cover.
I love that.
It's chilly and rainy today, so.
I absolutely love that. Okay, Barb, so you get to choose the next person.
All right, Debbie?
I was in the room with Barb, that's why. I still can't hear you, Anne. I don't know what's going on.
No, I just muted myself so you can talk.
Yeah, I'm from Maui, and I don't know what else to say. We've been getting a lot of storms this year, including like up until last week. And it's kind of crazy because it's I've been playing the ukulele for a while, since about 2000, but I didn't really start until like couple years after that. And I played guitar before, and harp, Celtic harp, and piano, and other things. And I even learned how to play the nose flute. That's all I have to say.
Great.
I
So,
saw, yeah, that's all. That's about it.
all right, Debbie, do you want to name the next person?
How about Leslie? I don't know her.
Hi, I'm in Rhode Island. This is my first string instrument of this sort, but I've been playing for about 5 years, and what I've been working on is various. I like to play different kind of picking stuff, and I'm going to the Ashokan Ukulele Festival tomorrow for the weekend.
Wonderful. And Leslie, maybe I'll see you at the Music Mansion, our
I
concert.
think, yeah, I think I put that on my calendar. I don't remember for sure, but
So
when
basically,
is it?
21st, it's summer solstice Sunday.
Okay.
I just put that in the chat because Bonnie Esther asked about it. So basically, you and Chris and Barb live close to each other. Am I right geographically?
Well, if Kim is Chris, if she's in South County, that's a little ways away from Tiverton.
Oh, okay. I've got to get my geography right. All right, you get to choose your next person.
Bruce.
Well, thank you, Leslie. It looks like there are a lot of people that I have never seen on Chords Thursday before, so this is very exciting. I was in the breakout room with Amanda, whom I was very happy to chat with because I'm not usually that enthusiastic about the breakout rooms, but seeing Amanda, we've been together on our journey for years, and she was also one of my star voice students for Italian voice over ukulele that we did, and we were talking about the blues progression here that I really liked, and she was saying, but you're not moving your left hand. I said, that's right, just start out with, and then you do the same with the F, and back to the C. And then if you're a little bit more proficient, you can do the G, and then and then back to the C. And then you just finish with the turnaround with the G7. So it was a fun way to kind of experiment with that in case you've never done a blues progression on the ukulele with using basically one finger most of the time.
All right, Bruce. You want to choose the next person?
Amanda.
Bruce, you didn't say where you live.
Well, I didn't, did I? I live in a house on the water in Venice, Italy. But I will be going to a fabulous ukulele festival next week in Monopoli called Monopolele. It's the best organized music festival of any type that I've been to in the world. I was there last May, and so I'm going back again this year. So, Amanda. I hear crickets.
Amanda, can you unmute yourself?
See, was so glad to see Bruce too. And I learned a lot from him. And I was still asking if we will give another course in Italian. I will take that. And I
You mean
hear
an Italian singing course?
and singing course, yes. I will love that. And hoping that my mind is still open to learning, because I just learn something, I forget when I go to the next room. So
Well,
I hope
practice makes perfect.
I will take my mind still occupied in some way. But I live in Newton, Massachusetts, and trying to learn whatever I can learn, just to keep that muscle of your brain occupied and exercised.
Your muscle's working fine, Amanda.
So my ukulele, as I say, I'm still confused, so I need another extra explanation, Bruce, about this chord, how to do that.
All right, Amanda, do you want to choose the next person?
Okay, what about Jane?
That's me. Well, I've enjoyed hearing everybody's comments, and I had a very pleasant 5-minute visit with Rosemary. We've never spoken, and I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I also had been a guitar player, but I'm older probably than any of you. I just turned 88, and my arthritis is not going away, it's going worse. So that's why I had to quit playing guitar, and I took up ukulele, and I really don't have well, it's getting bad enough that I just can't work on anything. I hope you're not hearing that sound. Oh. Yeah, I don't work on anything except trying to maintain, because my fingers get stiffer. It's harder to reach chords. It's harder to play cleanly. So I am having a great time going to lots of jams and playing along. And, I do enjoy learning new finger picking patterns and strums. And so that's about it.
That's great, Jane.
Jane, you can listen to a lot of stuff too, and you can play what you can.
Yeah, and I enjoy Anne's sessions. Even though I can't really work on her books, it's just done. That kind of activity is done for me. But I'm just happy to be able to play along when I can and just maintain.
Keep it up.
Do you want to choose your next
Oh,
person?
okay. Well, Rosemary, my new friend, my new chat group friend, yeah.
That's great. Rosemary, I live in central Kansas, where we did have some wild storms a few days ago. Let's see, I started playing ukulele in 2020. I was very excited. Unlike some of the rest of you, I tried guitar before, but after a while I gave up because I could play like 6 chords and that was it, because my fingers didn't go in those places. Although I've learned, now that I know how to bar chords, I was like, maybe some of those would have worked then too. But anyway, I fell in love with ukulele because I can carry it all by myself. I was trying the auto harp. It's way too heavy to move around by yourself. And I was like, look, I can do anything I want to with this. Met Anne that way, through my niece who lives in Minneapolis as well. And yeah, got interested in all the ukulele stuff by surviving COVID. And then what I'm working on now is trying to find things to play for the 100-day ukulele challenge on Facebook. And I run out of things. I don't know what I'm supposed to put on there. We're supposed to put something on every day for 100 days. And after a while, I'm like, I can't think of anything more. So that's my biggest challenge, is thinking about what else to do on there. And I did put in the chat that I host a recital club on the 4th Thursday of the month at the same time. we just all we do is play to each other. You don't have to have music or anything. We're not expected to play along. It's just a chance to work on something to share, and some people come and just listen, and others actually play. And so you're welcome to let me know what email you would like me to, if you want me to add you to the list. Every month I send out an invitation. So lovely to meet you, and I choose Jessica.
Hi, thanks. So I have just started working on book one of Anne's. I did learn some finger picking a while ago, but then I put down my ukulele for so long that it feels like I've forgotten all that kind of stuff. So I've been playing with groups and trying to get back into not looking at my left hand and things that I used to be able to do that I've sort of just fallen off and forgotten. And I'm in Western Massachusetts, about 2 hours west of Boston. Oh, and I have to choose. Did everybody? Oh no, Bonnie Esther.
Hi, nice to see you all and meet the new folks. And I started out guitar for most of my life, not a lot of chords, maybe 12 chords, then found the ukulele and go, I can do a lot. I'm good at the ukulele and I can learn scales relatively easy and things like that. And I have book one that I'm working on. I'm a slow melody person, although I could find it okay. But to read the notes, and I'm reading the tabs first, and one day I want to look at the regular notes on the G clef and be able to do that. That's not happening fast, but I love finger picking. And my goal really, I need to operationalize my materials. Like I want to put finger picking this style, here are those songs, because I'm not internalizing anything. It's just ADHD and potpourri all mixed together. And I don't get that satisfaction of doing something well, knowing where it is, or making medleys where I can go from one to the other. I like to sing. I like to perform and write like novelty numbers. And so I'm glad to be here. And did I see Barb? Are you available to, did she go?
Vicky hasn't been called.
Vicky. I was going to call, Vicky's my partner. I first was thinking of Vicky. I was going to call her 2 seconds ago, but then I saw Barb and I didn't know if, so either. Did Barb go? Or not able to? Let's go with Vicky. Yes. Which I loved meeting her today. It was a real treat.
Well, thank you, Bonnie Esther. I live in Bozeman, Montana, and I have a piano background, and I played guitar in college, but then let it go. Kids and school and work got in the way, and then we retired to Bozeman, and then a local lady had a introductory thing to ukulele, so I went at the library, and that was my downfall. So she also had a group at the rest home, and we got a group started at the senior center. So I'm actually the leader of that one, and we play every week at the senior center. There's a group of about 10 that come regularly. And then most of those people and a few other more advanced ukulele players go to the rest home for the residents. So I'm getting a lot of practice in, and it's just a lot of fun. Just, we enjoy it so much.
Thank you, Vicky. Oh, so good to meet another piano player, pianist. It's wonderful. I really think your first instrument has a lot to do with how you approach music. So I'm just going to say, as a pianist, we like to use all our fingers, right? So finger picking comes naturally for us, right? Am I right? And if you're a classical guitarist, you have really good technique because plucking is very different from pressing. Yeah, so I'm still trying to learn from my classical guitar orchestra fellow members, you know, they have such great technique and tone, and I'm the only one that buzzes. Now, I heard that mandolin is even harder than the ukulele, but you do use a pick or something when you play the mandolin, so that's very, very different. And then if your first instrument is like a wind instrument, that's using your body, right? Your windpipe and everything, and that's a totally different perspective too. So thank you all very much. Let me see if I could address some of the things you all talked about. I'm going to actually go first to, you know, initially I thought about a diagnostic to find out how can you tell where you are, and I put that in my Chord Thursday thing. But instead of doing that, I'm going to share with you my course, just a snippet of it. This was about 20 people signed up, actually more than 20 people, for a completely free course given at the library. I'm just going to do one thing here. Noise removal. And so instead of teaching them basic chords, since 6 or 7 of them were completely new to the ukulele. All they had to know to take this 8-week course was how to tune their ukulele. Everybody else, you know, had 1 or 2 years or more experience. So I said, let's take a look at the fretboard and just and I'm going to show you where all the different C's are. Okay. Now you're going to find out where are all the different E's, where are all the different C's. And then the other thing is, notice we have these fret markers. So everybody just go ahead and play the 12th, put your finger on the 12th fret of the A string. Go ahead and play that. Play the entire chord with your thumb. Yeah, so 0, 0, 0, 12. And then go to the 10th fret, 0, 0, 0, 10. And then the 7th fret, and then the 5th fret, and then down. And then we produce an interesting sound. And I'm going to see if I could do this. So like this. No, actually, you start on the 10th fret. So like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I actually go here. So C major 7, and then open, and then I do the F add 9, which you press here only. Yeah. And we created a song that just started up the neck and coming down. And then we talked about how to play the C major scale on the ukulele, because this is really important that you figure out how to play the C major scale. And here's something that we can all try. Once you have the C major scale, let's try doing this. C, and then just play all 4 strings open. Okay, next one, that's the D. Leave it there and play all 4 strings. And the next one is E, and then play all 4 strings. F, all 4 strings. G, and all 4 strings. And I have all sorts of variations how you can play the C major scale in my book, 24 Progressive Studies on the C major scale, so you can master the C major scale. And why is that important? Because all these chords are based on the major scale, the notes of the major scale, and all the melodies. So I taught them how to read. So this is the piece I just showed you. Let's go ahead and play this. So we play the 10th fret, 7th fret, 5th, 3rd, 2nd fret. Oh, sorry. This is kind of cryptic. Forget about that. This is just showing how you could use the blank tablature to kind of look at it, because we're all different learners. Some people are better at looking at a picture. Other people are better at looking at numbers, you know. And of course, some people like to read notes. So this is the piece that we did. So you can go ahead and visit this on my website. It's one of the latest blogs, Make Your Ukulele Sing. You can just learn how to play, because I taught an 8-year-old how to do it. And then some other things that, because I'm teaching the 20% that you need to play the 80% you want to play. So what are you need to know about air strokes? So you don't know how to play a lot of chords, just pretend, still move your hand. Yeah, at a jam session. That's called an air stroke. Downstroke, upstroke. And then transitioning. So this is, again, you can subscribe to my my website to get blog posts like this. Learn all the no finger, 1 finger chords, and then learn the 2 finger chords, learn the 3 finger chords, and all that. And then let's look at technique. Right hand fingering technique. In terms of right hand finger picking, the first letter of each. All right. So one way to learn finger picking is just be able to use your thumb. This is the kind of logical order. And then next one, be able to use your index and middle finger to alternating. You play the C scale this way if you want. And the third one is very powerful. Just your thumb and index finger, as if you're turning a lipstick holder or something, like this. So not pulling it out like that, but turning it. So pressing your hand like that to kind of pinch and twist. And then number 4 is what I recommend all finger picking people to get good at. These 3 fingers rather than number 5. Number 5, using PIMA, is very guitaristic. Yeah. So 1 finger on controlling 1 string. But I think it's very powerful to get good at number 3 and 4. All right. So let's talk about the diatonic chord progression. This is basically the Paco Bell chord progression, really. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this one. I'll count to 4, and let's play that. Let's see if I could make this. I can't make this larger. Oh, there it is. There's larger. This is also in my new book that's coming out before the end of the month. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's see if we could bring out this melody line. Yeah. So be able to look at the notes and the chords and then play it so that you could hear the melody. Now, here's a trick. Usually the melody is the highest note. You can also choose to finger pick it so that the first note is the first note you pick, and all the other notes from the chord are soft. Yeah, so let's see if we could do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could do that. So that's the first note. Or I could go accent, right? And then the next note. And then E minor. Yeah, when I hear that. And then F. Because I want to hear that progression. So how do I do that? Yeah, how do I arrange my finger picking notes so that I could hear this melody distinctively? Actually, I need to take this out because we didn't get to go through this. I plan to teach this. So, and then all the different handouts I gave in this 8-week class. The latest one is my obsession, Pursuit of Jade, instrumental introduction. So let me just stop this right now and say that's just a snippet. So go ahead and, if you want to know what else do you think you should know by now that will help you go forward, visit that page of all the stuff that I handed out. we only have 2 minutes. I was going to show you the introduction to the Pursuit of Jade, but I don't think I have time. Can I just see a show of hands? Anybody watching Pursuit of Jade or has seen it? Or am I the only one? Any K-drama, C-drama watchers? Nobody? Okay, all right, I won't do that then. All right, since we have only 2 minutes left, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna share that next month, June, I have Choan Galvez joining us. He is a prolific composer and publisher of not only his own books, but also others in his ukulele workshop. So he's joining us from Barcelona next month. And in July, I'm going to be in Vancouver, Washington. And Marlise, who teaches ukulele and performs in a band, we're going to be hosting in July together. And then 20th of August, Iso Herquist, who is a multi-instrumentalist, an amazing teacher and performer out of Frankfurt, Germany. He's going to be joining us, and he's got a new book out too. And who knows Christopher Davis Shannon? All right, so we had a afternoon session where we cranked out all the music from my first book. He's a great teacher and performer. So that's in September. And then we only have 3 months left, which I haven't invited anyone yet.
Ian and I had the pleasure of hearing him and a colleague perform the story of George Formby in Alessandria, I believe. And I just signed up for a retreat that he'll be doing in London in October.
Oh, fantastic.
He's only taking 12 people, so if any of you are planning on doing that, it'll last, I think, 3 or 4 days. I can't recall exactly, but it was very interesting and very reasonably priced and everything, if anybody's interested.
Yeah, he's
Is
based
it-
in London.
Is it online or is it in
No,
London?
it's live. That's why he's only taking 12 people.
Oh, just get in touch with him?
Well,
When is it, in October?
person in London.
What's the dates?
It's in October. I can't recall exactly. It's in the middle of the month. I think.
Okay,
So
I'll check my
I'm
schedule.
going to end the session. I want to thank you all for joining me in Zoom. I know it's very short. Time just flies. But yeah, I'll see you in June, if not earlier. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Rosemarie's ukulele open mic recital, I highly recommend it. When is the next one? Is it next week?
Next Thursday, yeah.
Next Thursday. Yeah, be sure to get in touch. It's not recorded, and I highly recommend it because just knowing that you're going to perform something will make you practice. And to answer Rosemarie's decision dilemma on what to record for 100 days, oh my gosh, I wish I could clone you because I have thousands of pieces I want to record, and I just don't have enough time to record.
Oh dear.
So one way what I dealt with this, if you're thinking of what to study, what to record, is to categorize them, you know. For example, different lullabies, different genres of songs, or you could do it by different chords. And through Chord Thursday website is a great resource. When I visited Maureen Dooley, I just searched for her name. By the way, her birthday's coming up, so I extend an invitation to you, and Amanda has already done it, to sing a song that she has done. So go to my website and just search for Maureen, and all the songs that she sung in Chord Thursday will show up, for example. And you could do that for yourself, your own name, to see what songs have I done before, right? And then you could play those songs, record those songs for 100 days of ukulele. What do you think of that, Rosemarie, as an idea, right?
I think the problem I always have is when I have too many options, I can't figure out how to narrow. Yeah, so narrowing things down. But when the whole world is open, well, the whole world is only open if I know how to play them too, and so that's another thing. But it's hard to like stick a little bit. Yeah, it would be helpful.
Yeah,
to
so
just
revisit the
pick one
songs.
little thing and do it.
Revisit the songs you've already done. Search for your name on my website. Then it'll come up with all the songs you've already
Oh
done.
dear.
You know,
That's
and the song sheets are there too. So this is a great, and the rest of you that haven't been in Chord Thursday before, it's by theme, and we started in 2020 every single week, a different theme. So if you're thinking of, gosh, what do I do for 4th of July, search for it, and there are all these songs that you do, what should I do for Halloween? Right. I always know when some occasion is coming up because I check my web statistics. Like right now, guess what is like one of the top hits? America the Beautiful. Because why? 4th of July is coming up, right? Memorial Day is coming up, right? This is how I know, right? And so it's pretty useful, for me at least, to find the song sheets because it's there already, right? Did I answer everyone's questions, things? All right. Okay. And I hope you all go to the Strumming Up to Boston on Saturday, the 20th of June, because there's lots of workshops. Too bad I can't go. All right. With that, I'll see you in June, if not before. Thank
Nice to meet
you.
you.
Hey, thanks, Anne. Great hour.
Oh, great. Thank you. All right. Stop recording.
That's
Stop
good.
live stream. Ooh, where's my live stream? Stop.
I'll check my schedule and see.
Yeah. Okay. Now, did I